Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
MSD Productions.
7 Mile Radio.
What up, doe? What up, doe? Happy motherfucking New Year.
2023 in the building. Happy New Year, Macho.
Happy New Year to you, D-Mac. Welcome back, D-Mac.
I'm back.
Welcome back, D-Mac.
I missed y'all. It's been 2 long ass weeks.
Most definitely.
It's been 2 weeks.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, the first week I
You
was
was out
in
of
the
town,
cruise, and the
and-
second week I was on my back.
Yeah.
Well, on my side.
Yeah, you got it.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify
clarify
for the viewing audience.
You gotta put
I
a
am
little.
not a pillow princess.
You gotta put a little emphasis when you say shit like that, man. Mark D, what up, my boy?
Man, what's the word, Macho?
Happy New Year, my guy.
Man, right back at you, my dog.
Y'all, before we get started on the topic tonight, can we please talk about this motherfucker that got his ass beat today or yesterday?
Uh-oh.
The dude that was raping his
He
daughter.
don't follow the 7 Mile Radio page. He broadcast on it, but he don't follow it.
I do follow all your
Did you-
pages,
did you
but,
see that?
but I don't. No.
See, Macho works a real job during the day, so
Right,
he doesn't
right.
have.
Yeah, I
the
really
liberty that
don't.
we
I
have
really
to be
don't tap in on
Facebook.
social media. So sometimes
Yeah.
when I jump on social media during the day, I make a post and keep it fucking moving. But
This
I don't get
nigga
to
on
scroll.
Preston, what?
It was
That's on the west side, ain't it?
Yeah, Press
Yeah.
Street near Greenfield and goddamn, what's that? Pembroke.
This nigga got caught sleeping with his 14-year-old daughter. People caught up with him, beat his ass.
Wait. Wait. Okay,
Yeah.
not the father was
Yeah.
sleeping with his daughter.
Yes.
The father got caught by the family molesting who is having sexual relations with his 14-year-old daughter.
And his niece.
And it was alleged that he has slept with he has messed around with his niece as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Family caught him, macho.
It's a video.
Chased
Yeah,
him
it's a
down
video,
the block.
dog. The
It's on
nigga's
Semi
naked
Radio
on
page.
side of the road, like-
Macho. They stomped his top lip off, Macho.
Eyeball hanging out.
Knocked his
head,
left
bro.
eye off, Macho. Called the police on him. It was some niggas on the block saying cut the cameras off, but he was down there, like Saddam Hussein on his knees with his
That
hands
nigga
up,
was
looked
like
like he just
not
got into
moving.
a
Do you hear
MMA
me?
fight.
I need to see that video.
You
Yeah.
have to go
It's
on
on-
his page. It's
it's
on
on
his
the-
page.
Yeah, I blogged it on the website.
He got it on the
whole
reel
story,
and he
yeah.
got the whole story on the site. This nigga though.
Well, he deserves to get stumped out if he was fucking his
Would
fucking
you have
14-year-old.
would you have
What?
spared his life if it was your daughter?
No.
He wouldn't have been able to go to jail, would he?
No.
You?
No, man, hell no.
No.
Hell no.
But
Not-
fuck
not
your
a-
cameras,
I
fuck
told
everything.
dude that was recording, I wish I was there with y'all.
Absolutely.
Just like that man, and remember that movie A Time to Kill with
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey and
1000%.
Samuel Jackson?
1000%.
You know what I'm saying? Samuel Jackson got off, bro.
1000%. Because that's some.
Ain't
That's
no
some.
way, nigga.
Listen to this. Let's be very clear. And I say this in the humblest of humblest ways. There's only a few reasons that I'm willing to go to prison, and it's for Randy Deshaun Winans Jr., Miranda Denise Winans, and Ryan. Renee Winans, now Rylan Winans too. Like, and let's not forget Kim Denise because my mama.
Right.
But that being said, bro, like I can't wait to see this video because Doggy Bone deserved to get the shit stumped out of him and get his eye removed from his socket.
They gave him
because
his
like you a
eye.
very sick motherfucker to be molesting and penetrating your child.
He was also wanted for murder
Yeah.
The
I
daddy
saw that.
was?
wanted for
Was wanted
murder,
for murder
and was
and
in possession, right?
of many several ID cards, some of them which belonged to other young girls.
Oh, so his daughter wasn't the
and
first.
social security cards.
No, he had already been alleged to have molested his niece.
So
But then
he
got
was still
caught
living in the house with his daughter,
Raping his and
and he got caught in the
he
act.
told her to go to bed.
He told her to go to bed
And
he
then
texted
went
her.
in there and raped her, and then texted her after the rape and asked her if she was okay.
Okay, all right, let's
Yeah.
let's
Nigga, nah, she ain't okay. What you mean?
wow.
Yeah.
And now you're not okay.
No, you're definitely not okay. You're definitely not okay. We got to go
And
back
then-
to the
and so now
old.
he got street justice. He's gonna get court justice, and
Yeah.
now he's gonna get prison justice.
So here's the
Oh,
thing though.
hell
Now
yeah.
here's the thing though. Here's my question though, just in a very comical way. Do the culprits who beat his ass get charged?
I don't think
for
any
any
of them
crime?
got charged.
Probably. Now there was the
didn't
guy that
hear
was
about
recording. Yeah, the guy that was recording the video told me that when the police pulled up, they were trying to give smoke to everybody out there but him. Right.
Man, come on now. Until they found out
Until they found out what it
they
was.
found the
Circumstances.
story. Right.
Because at
Yeah.
that point it's like, who did that? Nobody. No, I don't know. I didn't see nobody
Right.
who did it. Like the community rallies around. You know what I'm saying? To hold down when street justice happens, and there's times when street justice needs to fucking happen.
Yeah, and it's a lot of times, like I was explaining to Rambley Wembley earlier about the story, this type of stuff get pushed under the rug, and then it end up happening
don't
a
hear
second or
about it.
third time, right? So one of my friends who shared the video, shared the post when I made the initial article, she was talking about how when she went through a situation similar to that when she was younger, and told people about it in her family, and they brushed it under the rug because they didn't believe that this person was capable of that type of behavior, and it went on again. So.
Right.
It's good that we nip this shit in the bud. You know what I'm saying, when we see it.
I agree.
What's up, Taj? What's up?
Bone.
What's
That's
up?
that's his government. His
Shea?
name is Bone. We only know him
Thomas
as Bone.
is back.
What up, Sergeant, Officer, OG, Triple OG?
Right.
Hey, street justice matters,
Now
though,
you about
bro.
to be a barber, dude. You about to do my barber class. You about to
Let's
be
go.
a jack of all trades.
Hey man, it's one of my
Let's
greatest.
go.
It's one of my greatest connections, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, y'all. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about it today, man. First of all, welcome to Excuse My Truth podcast with Mac and Macho. We appreciate
Mac.
y'all. And y'all, we prepared to go global, man. She said hello from New York.
How
Okay,
we done reached New York?
word is born, yo. They be telling me, listen, my New York,
We're gonna say soda instead of pop.
they you know what I'm saying, bodego, you know what I mean, like, so they always be trying to tell me like I give New York swag. They be like, you talk like you from New York. I talk fast, you know what I mean. I love wearing Timbs in the summertime.
You give off some BX.
They absolutely tell me that I give
BX
off
energy
like
and
I'm
shit.
from. I swear to God, that's what they always say. They're like, bro, you would give off like you from the Bronx. I'm like, no, I ain't never been to New York, bro. But that being said, we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Crabs in the barrel. That crab in a bucket mentality, you know. They put 20 crabs in a bucket, and as they get to climbing, trying to get out the bucket, there's always a crab that pulls that motherfucker right back down. So the way I wanted to phrase it, because I saw a meme. No, I saw somebody made a post the other day. But a lot of times people make memes, they post and not knowing that you're going to see the meme and knowing that they ain't that creative with their own fucking thoughts.
Right.
But anyway, I saw a post, and then I saw the meme, and it said, you don't like my post, you don't heart my shit, you don't comment on my shit, but you stay in my stories watching my shit.
Exactly.
And then it kind of
I delete people like that.
really,
What's your
Me
purpose?
too. Me
I
too.
do.
Me
Really?
Too. Yes, I absolutely
Don't be
do.
a fly on my wall.
really.
You fucking up my algorithms. I need you to engage with my content. Like I need more people engaging than not. Right? Imagine, I'll think of it like this, right? You know what I mean? Especially because your page is limited as far as how many people you can add. Picture like a catalog, like with JCPenney's or Kmart, right? If you send your catalog out to 5,000 people, and it's only 1,000 people that are, purchasing,
engaging.
and actually purchasing stuff out of it, why don't you not send your information out to those 4,000 people and find new people who might engage? Why am I constantly wasting my content sending it out to 4,000 people who I know is not going to engage or purchase anything? I'm going to remove you. I'm going to unsubscribe you, okay, from my information, and I'm going to allow people to could possibly be
New people to add that have real interest.
Okay.
You know,
So
desire
that's
to
what that
support.
is.
It's a good look. Well, in the post or the comment, you know what I mean, kind of like obviously segue into this. So crab in the barrel, and then I asked before we went live, I asked D-Mac and Mark D if they thought Detroit, the city of Detroit, could be considered a crab in a barrel city, and both of them motherfuckers said hell
Absolutely.
I think it's the capital of the state.
It might be the capital.
yeah. Wow.
I think it's the capital of the state of Michigan.
Damn.
It's a hater, jealous, envious, coveted.
And it's sad because it's so much talent.
It is.
It's so
It
much
is.
talent.
But you know what it is though? It's like it's so saturated with everything as a whole. It's beginning to be a too many chiefs and not enough Indians type of a situation where it's like
Everybody wanna be the chief.
Everybody can be a boss, Blade Icewood. It gave us this mentality that everybody boss up and get this money, but everybody's not a boss.
Right.
Everybody
You need
is
workers.
Everybody is not mentally, physically, spiritually, or
business
skill wise
minded enough to be the
to be
boss.
the boss,
Yeah.
right? But now everybody just wants to be the man that's recognized for whatever it is that they feel like is the cool thing to do, right? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and
It's
that's
a great
the
way to
problem.
look at it. Now, I personally, when you talk about the crab in the barrel mentality or not wanting to see people win or succeed, right? I love rooting for everyone right now, and there's no secret. I have a clothing brand. Okay, it's called Loyalty Breeds Loyalty. Now, I try to only wear my shit 7 days out of the week. However, I support other black-owned brands,
Right.
I will support. I will go purchase. I will go buy. Now, I have went and purchased and bought from these other black brands who haven't supported my brand, who haven't purchased my brand. I personally didn't look at it or don't look at it as crab in the barrel mentality, like, or they're hating on me or whatever. I don't, so I don't know what to say or whatever, but I love seeing people win. You know what I mean? Like, I love seeing people eat. You know what I mean? Like, again, I tell people about other black-owned labels.
Businesses,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like labels, like all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I shout them out. I prop them out. You know what I mean? I put their brands on my social media and I rock their shit. So my 8, 9, 10,000 followers are fully aware of your brand. You know what I mean? I don't see that same energy from those or whatever, but I don't think I've ever looked at it like a crab in the barrel, mentality or process. When it's,
You don't feel that they wish you any ill or they don't want you to succeed. They just have not yet supported you.
well, and then I could be naive because I always see the good. You know what I mean? Like, I try to like
that
not,
part, right?
you know what I mean? Like, and that's where I think the naive
Benefit
part.
of the doubt.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just want to.
Because
So
you don't want to come off like the hater saying, "Oh, well, I bought your shit and you didn't bought mine."
Yeah.
Right.
So I have you. Oh, you know Claude.
Yeah.
So there was no, it wasn't Claude. It was my boy Will. He put a post up. He's like, I done shared your poster. I done shared your flyer, and you ain't shared my shit once. And one of the females jumped on the post and was like, take this shit down. It's giving weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. If you share they shit, you just share they shit, not with the intention of them reciprocating, but just because you just genuinely want to share their shit.
And see, that's where I was
And
literally
that's where
getting ready.
you were.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because that's literally what I be on.
You
I be
wasn't doing
about
it with the expectation.
100%.
of return.
You didn't do it with a receipt.
But the return would be
the
appreciated.
return
though.
would absolutely be
Yeah.
appreciated because I'm a person that believe in. So, and again, it's the machoism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Respect is not earned; it's given. That's my thought. Like everybody else said, you got to earn the respect. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But in me, when I meet you, I respect you. You know what I mean? Like, it's
you
up to
give me a
you.
reason otherwise.
There you go. And once you lose it, you ain't getting it back.
Let's give
Okay.
a shout out to our 29 viewers. Thank
We
you.
appreciate y'all. We absolutely appreciate
Please
y'all.
post or comment on this subject.
So I move like that though. I'm a firm believer of putting out the right shit so the right shit come back to me. So I support you because I want you to support me, but I'm not doing it
With the
solely
expectation
at 100%. I'm not
your
putting
support.
no pressure on you. Like I'm not buying this because
that mean your support wasn't real in the first place. You did it with an agenda.
yeah. You have motives. You had you know what I mean, ulterior motives though. You know what I mean. But when you talk about that crab in the barrel mentality, you do see it. You see it amongst the music industry. You see it amongst circles. You see it amongst people who you call your friends. You know what I mean? Like
It's
those.
not just business wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you could be a crab in a bucket trying to get out of a rut, you know what I'm saying, or just out of a place of desolation. And the people around you are in that place of desolation, and you're trying to get out of it, and they don't want to see you come out because they ain't coming out with you.
Because what they say, misery loves
Loves
fucking company.
Right.
So you miserable motherfuckers
Right.
want me to stay anywhere instead of
So
seeing me.
You see me elevating. You see me happy. You see me in love, or you see me, like my baby. She lost a good friend and relative because this person could not find herself to be happy for her. She was really jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like people. It's not just success wise, because success is not just in business. Success is in life. It's in relationship. It's in love. It's in personal accomplishments, right? Nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, but a lot of people, and it's usually those that are in your inner circle that really see your growth, see your elevation, and really secretly hating. But I have a theory though,
What is it?
because it hasn't always been like this to this degree in the city of Detroit, where don't nobody really want to be happy for the next nigga. If you see a nigga that's successful, the inclination is to rob this nigga, take everything he got, not work for your own, but to just take
Or
his
be
shit.
motivated by it.
You know what I mean?
You
Why
come off
wouldn't it
envious,
motivate
yeah.
you?
It's
It's like
two type of
now
people that
you
see
become
shit.
jealous,
Yeah.
you become envious, then you become covetedness or whatever you call
Coveted,
it.
yep.
You covet, you want what they want so bad, but you don't have it within yourself to get it, right? And so instead of working hard or learning from this individual, you know what I'm saying? Like, be around him,
You just
learn
wanna
from him.
take.
You just want to take so that it looks like, key word, that you're on the same level as that person. My other theory is, years ago, the nigga that was up took care of everybody that was under. Today, the nigga that's up really say fuck the nigga that's under him. Get it how you live.
Alexander,
It's a selfish success.
But see, part of that is because of the climate of being shot at by the
niggas
people
that's around you.
You know what I'm saying?
So you don't trust
somebody
nobody.
try to snatch off your plate, nitpick, and steal from you. You know, you have to watch the people. You got to have a lawyer for your lawyer. You got to have security for your security. You got to have a backup for all of these.
But back in my day, when the game was the game had real loyalty to it.
Yeah, that's what's
The nigga
that's
that was
Loyalty
up here, like
breeds
these
loyalty.
niggas down here didn't feel like they were down here. They felt like
everybody
they were.
wants
you
everybody wants to
understand
be
what
the
I'm
man
saying?
now. They look at
Everybody
want
to be chief.
The
Nobody
hierarchy
want to be.
is not respected. Everybody
Yeah.
look at the guy at the top of the totem pole and forget all of the work that he put in to get there. Forget all of the skill that he has that it took for him to get there. I just want the accolades. I want the shine that he has. I want all of the trophies and all of that. You know what I mean? The
Right.
accolades. I
Right.
want the awards.
But there's some process. There's some work and footwork that go into
but
that.
see, they don't. They
Do
don't.
the
They just.
footwork, my
They just.
baby.
But
You just want the
I'm a
glitz
part
and
of the
glamour.
I'm a part of the I'm a part of the organization. I see what he's doing. I could do that. I'm just gonna knock him off and do what he's doing.
But
and
you
then get
might
all
not
the
even
shine.
know how to do it because you don't even know what it took to get there.
Exactly.
instead of being
You just
Daniel's
want to
son,
inherit what
Yeah.
he had
Yeah. On the outside
and not
looking
even
in.
know how to handle it and maintain it.
see, this is where that Daniel's son and Mr. Miyagi come in at, because Daniel's son wanted to be a student. He wanted to learn. You know what I
Like,
mean?
why weren't we learning karate? No, nigga, wax on, wax
Absolutely.
off.
I'm teaching you
Learn
life
the
lessons, but
fundamentals
there you go.
first.
There you go. So when you think about, rooting for others and clapping, right? And I'm thinking of all these memes like, watch for the ones that aren't clapping, right? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you have family. You have family that prey on your downfall, right?
Okay.
And I think the family component factors in when you talk about like the loyalty, right? Because I'm a firm believer. I say blood and last name makes you relatives. Loyalty
That's
makes
it.
you family.
Absolutely.
Okay,
It is. I like
so I have friends and those who don't have the same last name and don't have any blood and have shown me more loyalty than those that have the same last name and blood. So I don't get caught up in the family aspect. However, at that same sense, when those who are considered your family, those who grow up with you, those who you've supported, you've made sacrifices, you've helped out without wanting anything in return, you've loaned money, they've played you, and then yet and still they sit back and quietly root against you. Like, that is weird or shit.
It's
to me.
weird, and but see, people really think that you don't sense or see or feel that.
You're
don't
wrong
you?
if you do though.
You know what I'm saying? Because people are perceptive out here. People are
Absolutely.
intuitive. I can tell when you're really happy for me,
Absolutely.
and when you putting on for the put on
Facts.
to make it seem like you are.
Yeah.
I can tell because of my intuition, my perception, my ability to discern. I can tell what's authentic.
There you go, design.
And what's not. So while you think you smiling in my face, bitch, I see your frown. And that's where the haters underestimate the people they hating on. You think we don't see it because we don't say shit.
Facts. Goofy.
But we see that shit.
We see that shit.
Whoa.
Goofy.
What you see, Mark?
Fucking going on right now. Maybe 3 blocks around the corner from here is probably part of what the police we heard. Body of missing female buried in the backyard after his fingers seen sticking out of the ground. FBI
Oh my
on the
fucking
scene.
God.
3 blocks behind.
That's
us
what
right
we
now.
heard?
Possibly. I'll be going
Y'all,
to
it's so
investigate.
crazy out here.
I'll be going
That's
to
probably
investigate
somebody
after
out
the
here
show.
hating on a little lady. You know what I'm saying? She probably was
Wow.
doing some good shit out here in these streets.
And found her-
somebody, you know what I mean? Macho. So you said you had a situation where you felt like
Well, no, I was
have
just
you ever been in that type of situation where you felt like it was a crab in a bucket mentality?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we're if we're being honest, I mean, we've all, have dealt with those situations or those scenarios where, you're trying to get ahead, or and someone throws a block or puts that trip cord in front of you, hoping that you fall on that motherfucker. And in the words of my boy Tupac, real niggas might wobble, but we don't fall down.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I have always, I think, been very intentional, and I'm not, again, immune from it, right? Because I'm subject to it just like everyone else is. But
Right.
at the same token, though, like that shit builds character, though, right? That shit builds like value. You know what I mean? When you know that they're rooting against you and they're trying their best, like that shit motivates you and pushes you to greatness. You know what I mean? When you're locked the fuck in mentally, you understand what I'm saying? Like so though it's been something that's happened, it didn't stagnate me to the point where it crippled me, right? It didn't
Right.
stifle me. You know what I mean? Like again, that wobble happens, but we maintained the balance and we kept it moving. You know what I mean? So I don't, you know, I'm thankful and all praise be to God, you know what I mean, for the ability to, I guess, push through when that, you know, shit happens. You know what I mean? But not everybody is it has that story.
Yeah, and the truth is, not everybody's happy for you, and that's why, you know, it's very important as individuals to be aware and just to pay attention, right? Don't take for granted just because somebody pats you on the back that they really mean that shit.
That's why you just talked about it, D-Mac.
know
You
what I
said we
mean?
can identify genuine, you know,
Absolutely.
support and, you know, but here's the other thing too. Like when you think about rest in peace, Shanquilla Robinson, right? You know, a young lady who was supposedly on vacation with her friends and they took her life. Crabs in the fucking barrel. Like that's
That's
the
the-
ultimate.
that's
And these are the
that's
people
beyond.
that
That's
probably were
beyond.
praising her
Uh,
success.
absolutely.
And,
Exactly.
You understand what I'm
doing the
saying?
That's the
goddamn
reason why
thing.
she was there,
But
right?
that's the whole reason she was
with
there,
her
because she was
friends,
successful.
with her
Supposed.
her locked in with her people, with her, you know what I mean? And so when you talk about the crab in the barrel mindset, those people were already like
They was the crabs
preying
in
on
the
her
barrel.
downfall. They were
They was the
already
ones ready to
plotting.
pull her back down.
They was
into the
already
boiling water.
envious. They were already jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers, you know, and I don't give a fuck who they are. You understand what I'm talking? I don't care who the relationship is. You got to be able to, what D-Mac said earlier, man, and I like to be intentional with fucking
attention.
words.
Yeah.
That word discernment. You got to pray and you got to ask God to bless
Show me
you
who's
with a
for
gift of
real.
discernment, because that shit is different. Like, again, when you can look at and you understand the spiritual, like when you can see a person's motives and understand the spiritualness behind it, like, stop fucking playing with me. You goofy. You ain't happy for me. You want to see me fall. You want to see me lose.
Alexander said either they dousing your flame or flaming your flame.
Man, what? That part. He said something earlier too. He talked about the village. You right. Like that village, it's different. Like now,
It's
because
different now. Don't nobody
our
care about the next nigga's household.
100%, because they're babies having babies. So at you know, you're 22 and you're a grandma. You know what I'm saying? So how you really got time to even understand?
But the real niggas back then that was getting money, they didn't belittle the niggas that was under them.
No, they didn't,
To
though.
make them feel like haters.
Nope.
Or
Nope.
feel like they were little and had to hate. They made them niggas feel important in whatever motherfucking role they played. If you was the runner, nigga, you was the best runner I fucking had. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
True
going to pay
story.
you like you was the best runner I fucking had back in the 80s. In the 20s, 2020s,
Mm-hmm.
these niggas is for self. Like, nigga, no, I'm going to use y'all to get up.
Get up, yeah.
And that's why these niggas are hating on these niggas, because it's like, nigga, you not even really trying to help us elevate. You just want to keep us here, and so we can watch you continue to elevate. Back then, you had niggas that was runners that became generals. Today, the runners stay runners. And they not happy with that shit no more. They want to grow too. But these niggas today are so selfish and so intentional on trying to impress the world for themselves. Nigga, you could have an empire, but because you're so selfish and self-centered and not concerned about your team,
Right.
you got haters now. And they're feeling like, nah, nigga, we could do this better than you. If we take this nigga out, we could take over this shit. That crab in a bucket mentality can either be innate or it can be created.
Mark said something earlier, and he talked about everybody, like, too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and everybody wanting to be the boss. Now here's how that works opposite with the crab in the barrel mentality, where you
I
have
could be
a
an
team.
Indian and not have to feel like the Indian.
Right.
Yeah, but people.
I could feel like I'm a chief in my
has to
role.
know and respect their
I could
position
feel
and
like
play
a
it,
chief
right?
in my role.
Know your
Yeah.
role and play your position accordingly. But
People
get-
aren't about to go with this though. People aren't about to go with this though. You got those circles, and when you think about, like, even with G Unit, when 50 and Game, and when
Right.
they fell out,
Right.
and that's because Game, not wanting to be 50, but understood his worth. He understood his greatness. He understood his notoriety. You understand what I'm saying? And in that situation, sometimes like a boss can try to hold the boss down. You know what I'm saying? Or keep him up under his wing for too long and keep him as little bro when he need to get up from under you so he can go and branch off, be his own boss, establish another team, and then we build links in the chain.
And that's the danger in being very good at what you do in your subordinate position, right? If you're good at what you do in your subordinate position, your supervisor does not want to elevate you because you so good and your replacement might not be as good.
Right.
So I need to keep you where you at. And that's when the frustration comes in.
Because you know you're supposed to be there and you keeping me here. You won't let me go.
Everybody's not intended to stay a Indian. Some
Absolutely.
people are intended to grow and develop
Absolutely.
and become chief at some point.
100%.
First of all, nigga, your life ain't incessant.
Right.
It's going to come to an end. So somebody under your tutelage, you should be training to be a leader.
Big facts.
You need this, everybody
The
need a
mark of
successor.
a great leader is one who can duplicate after himself. And if you don't trust anybody under your tutelage to duplicate it after yourself, then what kind of leader are you? Maybe they should snuff you out.
Yep. So here's the thing. Like when you think about, and again, we gonna jump into some of these comments, and let's be clear, y'all. Call in.
Yeah, y'all can call in. Give me the number, Macho.
313-723-0481.
Nigga got the number. Hey, look at it.
Stop playing with me. That drop came too. We appreciate you. You see the sympathicalness we in sync, my baby. No justice.
Yeah, so like if y'all had a situation where y'all were, the successful person or perhaps the Indian and not the chief, and maybe you were envious or maybe they were envious of you.
Man, I
Call
wanted some
in and
Detroiters.
share.
I want some Detroiters to comment, man. Mac
ain't
and
nobody
Mark
gonna-
D said that Detroit is a crab in the barrel city.
Look at it though.
That's what but look,
Everybody that look like they on the rise, somebody trying to snuff them out. Sometimes they successful, sometimes they not.
man,
The
you
DJ,
think about
you know what I'm saying? Remember that DJ?
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
don't remember his name.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
I mean, the countless people in the music industry. It was a rumor that Russell Simmons. He used to come into town and do this thing called the Hip Hop Summit. Okay, and it was rumored. Now he said that he never said it, but it fits perfectly. Someone asked him the question of why no one at that time, right, had punctured into the industry and become successful. Like, why didn't Detroit have a staple artist in the music industry at that time? He said because they don't live long enough. Now that was alleged. He said he didn't say that, but if you look around, I mean, goddamn, like if we had not lost all of the ones that we lost, these are all of the guys that were headed.
Some of
to
them
the
could have
industry.
really made it.
I mean,
You know
yeah,
what
but
I'm saying?
majority of them, 95% of them were already had their foot, towards the industry. I mean, all the way from Proof to,
Doughboy
Blade,
Rock.
Blade Icewood,
Yeah.
Doughboy Rock. I mean, all
shit,
of
the
them.
list goes on.
I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah, true story.
You know what I'm saying?
True
What was the
story.
other dude, the little short fat dude on the west side? of the
What's
strip club
Eminem
got shot
dude
up?
that came back to town and got killed?
Osama, yeah.
Dex Osama.
Dex Osama, yeah.
What was the dude that used to fuck with Eminem? Proof.
Talking about
Proof,
Proof,
yeah,
that was the
yeah,
first one I named. Yeah,
Oh,
Proof.
I'm sorry. I ain't hear you.
Blade
Yeah.
Icewood.
Yeah.
I think I said him already.
Yeah, but all because Dex had just got signed by Meek.
Yeah, just got signed with me. Yeah.
And Doughboy Rock, that Jeezy had just
Jeezy,
signed
yeah.
Cash Out, yeah.
And then one of the Team Eastside boy dudes that got killed a few years ago. I forget his name.
Snoop.
Snoop.
Yep. Rest in peace, Snoop.
Yep.
Damn,
Damn.
So
that's crazy. That crab in the man. Wow.
Oh, and Wipeout. We talking about Blade Icewood.
Yeah.
Can't forget Wipeout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Damn.
That's
It
crazy.
seems like the rap game now is like so much of that crab in a barrel type mentality to where it's
Yeah.
like when a nigga up, it's like everybody mad. Like, why y'all so mad? Learn from the nigga. Sit under the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wants to be, and this
Ride
is not
with
just
the nigga,
applying
see
to
what
the music
what he
industry.
on.
Everybody want to be the savior of whatever it is that they're doing. They want to be seen as the man of it, the innovator of it. You know what I mean?
Man,
It's
everybody
like
can
everybody got a
eat,
Jesus
though.
complex around this motherfucker about.
Everybody can eat though, man, and that's I think the difference between like this new generation where it's so much hate. You know what I mean?
People ain't got the balls to go out there and eat what they kill though. They want to take shit off your plate.
Right? Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
nigga, go
It's
hunt
enough-
for
it's-
your
it's-
own.
it's enough to eat.
I got this. I'm so glad
No,
you
good.
just said that, and this is a great segue into what I was going to say. My little crab in the barrel mentality shit. So I'm in a barber shop. It's me, and I'm the only female barber. It's a bunch of niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in there. I got my clients coming in, coming out all day, coming in, coming out all day. They sitting around waiting, you know, hoping and wishing, right? So instead of, now mind you, I used to be that barber that was sitting and waiting and watching. But my take on it was to let me go see what this nigga doing, cause he got his shit together. I'm just gonna go around him and learn from him. He don't even know he teaching me, right? I'm just gonna go around him and learn from him. I ain't gonna hate. I ain't gonna be no hater.
Right.
I ain't gonna be no jealous ass barber. What are you doing that I need to do? Right? And that was the posture that I took. The posture that these men around me took was, instead of trying to understand how I'm able to and how I've managed to build my clientele to this point, or how I'm able to organize it in such a way that you see them coming in and coming out, and I ain't got niggas waiting 2 and 3 hours for a haircut,
Right.
Instead of just trying to, or at least even asking me,
Right.
you just, damn, Mac, this nigga told me, he said, can we all eat?
You should have said yeah.
But this is what I said. I said, yeah, we can all eat, but don't we all gotta
Right.
go to the grocery store and get our own groceries?
And then these are no walk-ins, motherfuckers.
These are my
clients.
clients.
Yeah.
This is not people.
Dummy.
I don't do walk-ins. Okay.
Goofy
Oh
ass
God, I don't.
motherfucker.
So please,
And then they really see because you're a female. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you know.
And
what
it
I
was
mean?
such a hater. It was such
The
an
tone.
environment of
the
hate, and
energy.
I was so uncomfortable. Like I was like, these niggas gonna set me up. Like one nigga cut into me and was like, Mac, you act like you LeBron James and we D Wade. I said, how do I act like that when all I do is come in here, cut my clients, and go home? That's how you see me.
Facts.
Because that's how you feel about yourself.
Facts.
You feel like
Yeah.
you D Wade.
And that's cool. D-Way still got a ring.
He got a ring, but it's not. But that was their comparison.
Yeah. I mean,
You
he
understand
definitely
what I'm
wasn't
saying? But
Brian.
because I'm like, what do you mean that's how I act? Nigga, all I do is come in here and work.
It's
I don't
the
have
same
time to do
equivalent-
shit else.
Is it the same equivalent of a woman walking in the room and these ladies at the table saying, "Oh, she thinks she better than everybody," just
Yeah.
because they look at this woman and see the beauty
That's
that she
how
carries.
you feel about
Yeah.
her in comparison to
To
yourself.
yourself.
Because you don't feel enough about yourself to know that you still y'all here. It's not like this.
Man, listen, call in 313-723-0481. It's Excuse My Truth podcast with Mac and Macho. Crab in the barrel mentality city. Is Detroit a crab in the barrel? And I'm not just talking from a music standpoint, but like ladies, like y'all in the hair salon business, y'all in the game, like is it haters? You know what I'm saying? Is they rocking with y'all? Tatiana Still Blessed. Hold on. Tatiana Still Black Beauty Hughes. Okay.
All
That
them
part.
syllables.
She said absolutely. I mean, and again, like I say, man, like so, like let's just talk about from, like it's like everybody do pop-up shops, right? So I get like tapped in with because obviously I have a clothing line and I've been what I like to think very successful with no major cosign. You know what I'm saying? Like not yet, but like you see a lot of people in a saturated environment. They'll say, okay, well I don't want to put too many clothing people on there because like I don't want nobody to feel. I'm like, listen, people dress every day, 365 days out of the year. You can do a pop-up shop with nothing but clothing.
I did a pop-up. All clothing vendors, right?
Yeah, all clothing vendors.
I did one last year, the Podathon, right? And I'm gearing up for another one in July, right? A podcast marathon. We got about 200 vendor spaces, right? Last time when I was booking the vendors, I had quite a few people that asked me, "Oh, well, how many of the same vendors they're selling the same thing that I got? Do you got coming?" And it's to the point where I start telling people like, I don't know how many people going because I'm constantly booking. You know what I mean? And it's like, well,
But
I don't
it
want to.
don't
I don't
matter,
want.
though.
I don't want. I'm like, yeah, but see, you do. I'm thinking to myself, you don't want to tell people that, like, it don't matter, but at the same time, you're right though, like, because they're not you. They don't have the product that you have.
They don't have your presentation. They don't have your quality.
Man, my shit,
Like,
yeah, my shit. So my shit gonna line up against anybody's shit and gonna get sales.
And that's how everybody should think of their brand.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
If you don't have confidence in your brand,
you don't think your brand is unique enough. You're not gonna stand out enough against a room full of other people that's doing the same thing that you're doing.
Man, we ready. We stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready, my baby. We got that drip for you. We got it on now. You see it. Anyway, but Crab in the Barrel. Hodge, okay, so listen, Hodge said, he said 100% yeah it is. The love is there, but it's by few. Carla said,
and fewer than you think.
I have had them tell me they have already have someone they're selling cakes. They don't need another one. LOL. It's funny to me though. Like they already got a cake person that they're like,
That's
but see, but
because they were
limit,
the cake person. They
you limit your income. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You limit your income and you limit another person's opportunity by doing that. I don't care if it's 8 barbers on set. I know me, right?
You know what you're gonna do.
You know what I'm saying?
Alexander
I know what I'm capable of.
You know what you're capable of doing here. There
you know, so I'm not worried about how many other barbers are on set.
Alexander, that's true. He said they don't want to share the light, the shine, or the motherfucking stage.
And that's what I was talking about. This new nigga
Yup.
that's out here getting money. He want to be the only nigga that's recognized. The mentality has changed for the chief. And so therefore the mentality has changed for the Indians. If you took care of us the way the old chiefs used to take care of the Indians, we might not be haters. I'm not saying that that's the justifiable reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's weak as fuck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because rise above that. But I could see where it could happen.
Ms. Jackson, I agree.
These niggas in the trap house every day while you elevating well beyond where they are.
And they ready to eat too, though.
Yeah,
but Miss Jackson, I absolutely agree. She said, it doesn't matter who in the motherfucking building, okay? She said, when I'm in that motherfucker, I'm the baddest in my mind. I let the haters watch. Maybe they gonna learn something.
Yeah.
Okay, talk your shit then, Miss Jackson.
Don't matter how many barbers,
if you
how
nasty,
many bitches, how many niggas, how many whatever in your realm of business.
Jackson said
you
she the
know
baddest in the motherfucking building. You know
that's my wife, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, recognize the name before you get to going, my man.
Hold on, I was just about to.
That's my.
I was
that's
about
me.
to. Listen, so here's the thing, though. Now knowing who it is, I see the confidence in it because I was literally about to go back and say, Miss Jackson, you talking that shit like you really, but you are. Yep, she is. But it should be that way. But that's my confidence level though. When I walk in the room, I don't give a fuck who in that motherfucker. Swear to God, somebody in that bitch gonna know Macho. Okay. You understand? And if they didn't know when I got there, they go know when I leave that motherfucker.
If you don't carry yourself with that air of confidence, who the fuck you think going?
That's just the reality.
You don't love
you,
who else?
In that sense, you know
Talk
what I'm saying?
That part.
If you don't know, who know?
Yep.
You know?
That part.
And not in an arrogant way, but self-confidence and arrogance, there's a fine line. You know what I mean? It's a fine line. So you can be the most self-confident person and not be arrogant, or if you cross that line over into arrogance where you just think you're superior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then there's a fine line, though. People don't really like to see self-confidence. They like to label it as arrogance because they're not used to being self-confident themselves, or they're not used to seeing it in other people.
Yeah, and
so you go to the opposite extreme of the pendulum and label it something that is not really.
When you think about like birds of a feather flock together, though, right? And when you got that one shine, you know what I mean? Like again, your circle, you know what I mean? That broke motherfucker who don't really want shit, you know what I mean? And basically like try to be that slug, that, you know what I mean, that leech, right? You know what I mean? Like he's
that nigga.
He's that
so you in the bar scene, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You in the bar scene. So you know you got niggas that come in there that's for real getting money, right? And you got niggas that come in there that you know that hang with the niggas that get money, right? And they want to look like they the nigga that getting money, right?
Yeah.
They the main
they
nigga holding the bottle and pouring the shots, but they ain't bought the bottle.
Yeah. Them dudes is so. them dudes is so goofy. You understand what I'm saying? Because like you said, I mean, females understand and they be peeping that shit. You know what I mean? Like women are very intelligent. They are the new norm. Okay. But I'm just saying like, but when I'm talking about like a person that ain't getting no money, and then when that person like get money, he eating and then he hating on them. You know what I mean? Like baby said, don't be pillow talking. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you should be saying is baby kept it solid. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to get rich without you, my nigga. You was on some your mind wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted to still be on the hood shit, and I'm saying like no, we on some corporate shit. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's
you change, but you
nigga,
staying the same. You staying the same.
man. I'm supposed to man.
See,
Understand
if you
that.
don't change, then you've not
You
grown.
that part.
doing all of this work to stay
You're
the
not
same.
grown.
That part.
Change is good sometimes.
That part. You better ask somebody.
You want me to stay the same hood nigga because you the same hood nigga. No, nigga,
And
I'm
this ain't
growing.
that. This
you
ain't
know?
that.
And
This
if
ain't
you
that.
can't respect my growth, then
Fuck out of here.
you can't
You
ride
don't
with
fuck
me,
in the
bro.
first one. You never fuck with me for real.
What they talking about in the comments? Hey Mary,
Somebody
got your
just
glasses
said-
on? Put your glasses down, Matt.
She said, but then you have people that don't want to put work in and they catch attitudes because you won't put the work in for them. Oh yeah. It's people that want to ride your coattail.
Oh boy.
They want to ride a coattail to success. But
Yeah, we
don't
just
want to
said
put
that.
in
They don't
the
want to kill their
footwork.
own food. They want to eat the food off your motherfucking plate. Like no.
It's easier.
It's enough food out here for everybody.
I'm
Right?
gonna
That's the thing, right?
just be around so I can be a part
Man,
of the
listen,
benefit
I
of
get
it
that.
all.
I've gotten that
right?
several times. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I have it so, I have all of this arranged for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, it's enough right there for me. Like no, you don't know how many people I got to feed. You don't know how hungry I am. You don't know how long I've been accumulating this plate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you deserve, or anything off this plate?
Man.
That's another thing, man. People be wanting shit that they didn't earn, they didn't deserve, they didn't pay for.
They put 10 crabs in the bucket, and as they start climbing up out that motherfucker, one of them just pulling the other one back down.
Yeah, and that's the mentality. I don't want to see the crab in the bucket mentality. Is this? If I can't win, you can't win, and so I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna bring you back down here, so you don't win, and I don't win, and we stay on the same level. The problem with growth is sometimes growth produces arrogance. And the problem with growth is that sometimes growth produces jealousy. And I think that's what creates the crab in the bucket mentality.
All right.
That's
Just
my
like you
opinion.
said earlier, it can be either, you induced it or it's just naturally there. You know what I mean?
It's just naturally there. I mean, you just have some natural motherfucking haters out here. You just have some naturally lazy people that don't want to work for shit, that just want to look at you and just take your shit. And then you have some people that really, really look up to you, but because you treat them like shit. Mm-hmm. Because you hear and you perceive them as being here, when their being here is so important to you being there. You know what I'm saying?
Here's
It's the
the
way
other.
you
I
treat
try to
people
explain.
that are beneath you that creates an atmosphere of either jealousy or a student.
I tried to explain to people, like, sometimes that have been a part of my company, like, don't be a little gear in the clock that get jealous of the big gear in the clock. Because that little gear got just as much of important of a role, if not more important than that big gear.
Yeah.
And that big gear may be more seen because it's bigger or whatnot. But if that little gear stop moving, that big gear is not going to be able to work either.
Yeah, but the
They
big
all
gear
work
has
in
to
unison.
understand the importance of that
And-
little
and
gear
yeah, vice
too,
versa,
and treat
yeah.
them accordingly,
Vice versa.
so that you don't create that environment of hatred or that environment of jealousy that makes a person want to snuff you out so the next nigga can take your position.
Look at the thought I just had, right? Now, what if the crabs had enough motherfucking intelligence to understand their strength and unity?
And all of them got out
Because
that bitch
all
together.
of us link the
They
fuck
could
up
get-
and
they
start.
could get out.
And but now let's transition
they
that
worry about
into
the first nigga to
let's
get out.
All the
transition
water
that
boil
let's
their brains.
transition that into life though. Because that crew in that circle, instead of us hating on each other and looking at the demise, how motherfucking cold is when we literally link the fuck up and don't allow nothing to penetrate the fucking link. It's beautiful. When
It
you
would
when you
be.
I
It
just
would
I
be.
just had a little epiphany for a little.
It
hot
would
little
be.
second.
It would be an
That's-
awesome thing if we could.
a perfect
all,
world, that
yeah,
would be
That's the
great.
utopia of it all. But in reality,
And perception is always greater than reality. So, you know, when you think about how people move in that circle, right? Let's go back to the circle. When you got that circle and you got everybody getting money and everybody eating, right? Again, it creates a different sense of
respect, mutual
equality,
respect.
though,
But
right?
mutual respect.
Because when everybody is eating, because when I eat, you eat,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So that mean that you ain't looking at my plate now, like, you know what I mean? And you ain't really pocket
Because
watching
you
either.
good in your position
Yeah,
at
you
your
ain't-
level, and I'm not making you feel like your level is beneath me or unimportant to the process. Right?
There's no sense of me feeling like I got to be in competition with my brother, right? Like, because again, I want to see everybody eat. I want to see everybody win, and just in doing that, I'm gonna be blessed in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm rooting for you.
But that was the difference between the mentality of the 80s and the mentality of the 2020s.
Yeah,
There's
this
a 40-year
generation different.
difference. It's like, nigga, everybody is out for self. And they will use whomever they can to attain individual success. Not let's link up and make sure we all attain success. But I'm going to use whomever is on what level at whatever level to attain my success, and then my mentality then thereafter is fuck them. No, nigga, they got you here. And now you have this atmosphere of like, he treat us like we ain't shit, nigga. We built you. Now we taking you out. It wasn't like that back then in my day.
Yeah.
The niggas that was up here respected the niggas down here, treated them like great, treated their families great. Took care of everybody and on the block. These niggas now drive their Bentleys up the block and make a nigga want to rob their ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different mentality now. And I ain't saying they deserve to be snuffed out or nothing, but you gotta be careful how you treat people. Because they gonna treat you the same way at the end of the day.
Carla said ego won't allow. Yep, ego won't allow for it. Ego be a motherfucker, Carla.
She said what? Oh, ego won't allow. Right. He said that image of success is powerful. So many on the inside let doubt build to envy and hate, and they don't like where they stand or how much it takes because they have no rank.
I mean, listen. When you that crab in the barrel mentality for go back to the city of Detroit, and y'all just quick to say Detroit is. Every city probably would say and can identify their city as having that crab in the barrel because
Yeah.
again the murder rate is high everywhere,
Everywhere.
right? You understand what I'm saying? But obviously for us it's relevant because we're here, right? And we all have stories
see it.
of
Yeah,
you know what I
see it
mean?
every
Yeah,
day.
we
We
see it. You know what I
experience
mean? We just
it.
named 7, 8, you know, well-known rappers who were like touching it in the industry, you know what I mean? And but they lost their lives in their city. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but again, is it ever a solution to the problem?
I think the solution lies within individuals. Everybody has to be more cognizant and aware of how they're treating people, right? I don't care if you're LeBron James and I'm the little orphan Annie. You should treat us the same as human beings, but people aren't treating people the same. People aren't treating people with love, compassion, and concern. They're treating people like they ain't shit. And so people are snapping. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think it lies within just individuals. Like, how much do you care about the next person? I don't care if you're up here, you perceive them as they down here. Because a person that's down here and you're up here doesn't mean they're not up here. That's just how you see them. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So-
I agree. I think when you when you understand, like there's always a blessing in being a blessing, right? And you want to root for people, you want to see people win. You know what I mean? Because like you win in that. You know what I mean? And just there's just absolutely no motherfucking benefit in hating on anybody. Like go get it yourself. You know what I mean? Like work for it. You know what I'm saying? Like understand the mindset now is, and this is where you starting to see like homeowners now and people like protecting themselves, because I work too hard for this shit to just let you come and take my shit from me. Like you got me fucked up and you gonna lose your motherfucking life today playing around. Like so go look at somebody else motherfucking sticks, okay? Because you reaching for these motherfuckers, you dying today. You know what I mean? Like, and it shouldn't be that. Like, but go work for your shit. Like, don't come and think you might just come take my shit.
I believe it was the west side of Detroit, armed a tow truck driver who just so happened to be a CPL holder.
Yeah.
And he won the dumb prize of losing his life.
The tow truck driver did?
No,
the guy
tried
did.
to rob the tow truck driver with it.
It was a couple of them, and he, you know what I'm saying, and that's the sad part. And then it's like, as the family, you sad, you mourning, but your motherfucking baby was like just lured this man, called the fucking tow truck with the intention of robbing this man. And my brother always told me, a motherfucker that's robbing you willing to kill you. Like that's already, you know what I mean? Like
I don't know too many tow truck drivers that just take cash though.
Man, it's the holiday season.
Like how much you trying to get, man?
Yeah, it was right. Still,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of them that get dispatched via some roadside
AAA,
program,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so it's all online shit.
Unless you called just some individual jackleg nigga that you knew had a truck. And he probably take cash, you know, but the majority of them don't.
That shit wild, man. That shit wild, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so ain't nobody about to just be letting you know what I mean? Like, come and take their shit, you know what I mean? My dog done lost his motherfucking life, you know what I mean? And my baby ain't never hurt nobody, but he still got smoked at baby's party. Because he done ran up on the wrong motherfucker trying to take his shit and then lost his life. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the worst part of the crab in the barrel mentality. Like, bro, don't come and try to take from me. Go on and work and get the shit yourself.
And what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. Like get the fuck off your ass,
You know?
man.
And this is what I want to say.
Same 24 hours in the day.
This is what I want to say. Everybody's life has its own plan and purpose. You might not be meant to be that nigga that's in the life. It might not be your plight. It might not be your purpose. You might be that wind beneath my wings kind of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You might be
like
the help.
the engineer. You
Your
know
help.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the studio, when your name gonna be on the credits, but most people ain't gonna know your name. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know the Migos.
Right.
They gonna see your shit on the back of the credits.
The
You know what I'm
artwork,
saying?
yeah.
And that's
But
not
that's the
to
person
diminish
that-
your importance.
Right.
Because your importance is even as important as their lyrics. In terms of
As a
putting
person
it down.
that knows and respects their role
Yeah.
and plays their
Yeah.
position, accordingly.
And so everybody does
Accordingly.
not have to be the head honcho or the nigga that's recognized or the nigga that everybody know. And quiet as it's kept, some of the richest niggas is the niggas that are unknown.
And
There
even
you go. There you go. Because the executives of the companies, right,
You understand what I'm saying?
are the ones that ain't
don't even know
always
these niggas'
known, but they
names.
making more money than the engineers and the
Yeah.
talent.
And so just it's important to understand or try to find out your own purpose and plight in life, because while you looking at another nigga's journey, that might not be your plight, might not be your purpose, might not be your end result. You know what I'm saying? And just be okay with where you are and what you do, and understand the importance of what you do and how it contributes to the bigger scheme of things. That's how I feel about it.
I think when you look at it from that lens,
Why hate on the next nigga, nigga?
Why?
What's your purpose? Find that. Why I wish I was that nigga. No, you might not, because you don't even know the pressures that this nigga had from being this nigga.
You couldn't
know?
even handle the bills that come with that big ass house.
Listen,
The
responsibilities.
responsibility, all of that, is
Man,
everything the glitter ain't gold. You know what I mean?
Period.
You might look at that shit like the grass is greener on the other side, but hell, it might be turf.
can you handle the pressure of the position
There you go.
that you're seeking? Why this motherfucker over here making it look easy and
Making
you
it look
envious?
easy. There you go. Oh man.
You don't even understand what it
Now
takes
you're
to
talking about
be
it.
that
Now you're
motherfucker.
talking about
You know
it.
what I mean?
Now you fucking
Carla
talking.
Walk
said-
a mile in these shoes,
Now you talking
and then
about it.
tell me you want to be me.
Damn, I ain't heard about that one, Carla.
What happened?
She said, what about the two young boys who went in the dude's backyard to steal his dog? One lost his life and the other one didn't say anything for 3 days and had a boy in the backyard dead. Shit.
Damn. Wait. Say that again. Where did
Yeah,
that come at?
wait a minute, what?
She said, two young boys who went into the dude's backyard. Carla. She said, two young boys went into the dude's backyard to steal his dog. One lost his life and the other one didn't say anything.
The other one just
For
ran
3
away and got
days.
away for 3 days?
And
And
old boy
dude was
laid
in
in
the
the
backyard?
backyard dead.
For 3 days?
So did the homeowner kill him and just left him in the backyard? Who shot him? Well, how did he lose his life? I'm assuming you say they went in and steal a dog.
But that's that mentality. I don't want to work for
I
shit.
don't
I
wanna-
want to
yeah,
take
I'm
the
just
shit
gonna-
you got. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You run
You
the
in my
risk.
motherfucking backyard trying to steal my
Like
dog.
you said, you run the risk of losing your life trying to take what I built, you know, or what I work for.
Damn. That's crazy.
But shit.
Hey, so listen, y'all. Excuse my true podcast. We appreciate y'all support, man. We got all the way up to 30 tonight, D-Mac. It was almost a full house.
All right. We love our viewing
What's your final
audience.
thought, D-Mac?
Actually, that was my final thought, but even further, I will say that I think that everybody, on whatever level they are in life, is important. Your role, and just build. You know, don't try to go from A to Z. Go from A, B through the entire alphabet to get to that Z, because you don't know what it took for that person to get to what you perceive as Z. And that what you want, and you just desire so much, and you just want it, and you're willing to just bring them down to get it. You don't know what it took, the blood, sweat, and tears, the sacrifices, the hard work to get to where they are. And just, I would say, learn from people instead of being jealous of people. Because, I mean, I'd rather look at somebody successful and say, damn, how did you do it? Then let me take your success from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bitch ass mentality. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you worked so hard, you made it. I want what you got. Let me take everything you got. That's a weak ass nigga, female, whoever. But just work for it. Build your own empire. Be motivated by the people that are above you, and don't be jealous of the people that are above you. And I'm not saying they're above you in terms of superiority, but in terms of goal and where you want to be. That's my final thought.
Well, crab in the barrel, crab in the bucket, take it to the stage.
My job.
But real talk,
so
my
funny,
final
man.
thought,
I
I
cannot.
absolutely think that if we are all understanding the importance of, let's just say, to thine own self be true, in the words of my man Shakespeare, so we all can impact every situation different, right? So as the crab in the barrel mentality says, like, instead of you pulling anybody back into a situation, how about you again focus on you and what you can do to change your situation, so you don't have to be tempted to want to hate. You know what I'm saying? Because even from the entrepreneurial circle, like, there's enough for every fucking body
It
to
really
eat.
is. It really is.
In every fucking field, in every, area of your service, there is enough for everybody to eat. So we don't have to hate. We don't have to be jealous. We don't have to be envious. We do not have to prey on the downfall of our fellow melanated kings and queens. We all can fucking get bad.
Yep.
So that being said, if we move like that, then we Gucci, my baby. We don't gotta like even allow that crab in the barrel mentality to be relevant in our situation, because we focused on us. And as I focus on me, then I benefit everybody else around me.
Yep.
Right? So
Yep.
That's my final thought, man. Excuse My Truth podcast, man, with Mac and Macho, y'all. Y'all know the vibe. We
See you
appreciate
next
y'all. We'll see
week.
y'all next Wednesday, my baby.
Peace.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
MSD Production.